Hello, 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 my lovely beasties. It's your girl AJ again. As you know, since it is Sunday, it's time for story time. And yes, I know it is cliche, but I find these things funny, so I wanted to share them with you anyway. So the main thing of today is how Mario Kart kind of got me fucked up a little bit, just a little bit. It technically wasn't even Mario Kart, but I'll let you know what happens later on through the story. First things first, I take my video games very seriously, very seriously. I don't game often, but when I do, I'm in it to win it, or I rage quit for a good 2 days and then I go back to it. Either or, but I take my video gaming very seriously. So anyway, yeah, for a while, one of my cousins was staying here for a little bit. Me and her were pretty cool. She would stay in her room, and I would stay in my room. It was just perfect harmony of us hanging out together separately. But when we did hang out together, it was also pretty fun because we had the similar interests with art and things to that nature. Now, in previous videos, you guys have heard my brother making himself known to the world. I probably maybe one time we'll put him on a video, probably not, because he's a conniving little devil and I tell everyone this. But yeah, anyway, so it was me, my brother, my cousin, and my mom home at the time. I don't think my dad was here. I think he was working. But I had the brilliant idea because for the past few days, you know, some of my cousins were coming over, and then it was just me and my cousin. We would go play in our game room, and it would be lit because gaming is life. You know, it's fun. It's stressful depending on the game you play, but it's fun for the most part. So I was like, yeah, let's go play Mario Kart. And I was like, this is gonna be great. It's not gonna be like when we try to play Monopoly and everybody wants to shoot everybody. It's just gonna be some fun Mario Kart. I was wrong. I was really wrong because like it just led into a whole thing, and it's not even my fault. I want to reiterate that right now. It was not my fault. I tried to prevent the madness. I explained the situation because what happened was we played Mario Kart for a good 4 hours at that point, and I was finally winning, but my cousin was like, hey, I'm gonna go get me a drink. And I was like, cool, bet, you do that, you go get a drink, just don't touch the Sprites, don't touch any of the Sprites. You can have any of the drinks we had downstairs. We had Coca-Cola, cherry Coke, I think we had root beer at the time, we had juice. She could have got some juice, hell, she could have got some milk for all I cared, as long as she didn't touch the Sprites. I made that very clear. I made that very clear. It wasn't like off-winded. I was like, no, look, you can have whatever you want, just don't touch the Sprites. And as she was leaving out the room, I said it again, don't touch the Sprites. I don't know if she just doesn't like being told what to do or if she thought I was joking. But next thing I know, she walked her happy butt into the room, and in her hand was a Sprite. Now, in my head, I was like, I know I told you not to touch the Sprites, but it's okay. It's whatever. It's cool. The thing you guys understand is we all have our set thing in the house that is ours. I have the cherry Cokes, my brother has the Sprites, my mom has the Coca-Colas, and my dad has the beer. These are all things that are specifically tailored to us. We're the only ones that drink them. There's a system. The system was the Sprites were Williams. So I was like, okay, it's cool. It's whatever. He's sleeping. It's fine. He's not going to walk past the game room or anything. Again, strike two. I was wrong. Again, I was like, maybe something's out to get me because this is the second time today that life has tried me. So I was just minding my business, winning. I was finally winning, living a happy life because like for 5 rounds now, she kicked my butt to Timbuktu and back, and I was like, this is not how we're going to play this out. We're going to play until I win. But I made the mistake of looking up, and I saw my brother. And you know when you think, oh, I done up now, but you know you didn't up, someone else up, so you're just stuck there, sitting there thinking, please don't do anything. You're not going to do anything, great. We're good. That's kind of where my brain went. So my brother was looking at me, and he looked at her, he looked at me, and he looked at her, and I just made the face like, I don't know what you want me to do. I told her not to do it. She did it anyway. It's not like I can do anything to make her not do stuff. So he left, and I was like, he's probably not going to do anything crazy. It's fine. Again, strike three. I was just out of the ballpark. Strike three. I'm about to cross the finish line of Mario Kart on Rainbow Road. It's very extensive. I was very happy. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make it. Everything's gonna be great. And then screen goes black. And I was like, okay, what? What just happened? I was winning. What? So I'm like, oh, I guess we had a power outage. But then my brain heard, like my ear heard it first and then computed it to my brain that everywhere else was making noise except for the room that we were in. And I was like, huh, that's very strange. This is how I know my brother's conniving and evil, and I don't care what anyone else says. I love him to death, but he conniving and evil. I walk out of the room, and there's a banister, because we were on the second floor. I look out of the banister, and you could see into the garage. The door is wide open, and I suddenly see my brother slowly close the fuse box and look at me, and I lost it. Apparently, I lost it. At this point, everything is blacked out. I don't remember what happened, but my mom had to come in and apparently get me because apparently, I don't know, I can't remember because I blacked out. I slapped my cousin and I was going in for one more round. And my mom had to get me. I got in a lot of trouble that day, and it's not my fault. I will reiterate that again. It's not my fault. Everything that happened that day was not my fault. I just wanted to play a game of Mario Kart, and people wanted to try my life. Between my cousin and my little brother, everybody wanted to try my life. And I was just like, this is supposed to be a fun game of Mario Kart. You know what? It's not a fun game of Mario Kart. And I know you're probably laughing at me or judging me right now, but you don't understand. I take my games very seriously. Like, I take them very seriously. But yeah, so this was a story time, guys. A Sunday story time of how Mario Kart got me up. And like real up. But my cousin and me were so cool. It's just one of those times when, playing a game was really important. And that's how I also explain to people how conniving my little brother is. That's one instance, by the way. One instance of him being conniving. Nobody else knows the other stuff, but I may tell you guys in a future story time. But yeah, as always, if you like what you saw, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Definitely turn on the notifications so you can keep up to date with what we're putting out on this channel. I would, like it. You don't have to do it, but if you're feeling generous today and you want to share this video, here's the ways that you can share the video, get it out there, or have a laugh at my expense. I really don't care. But as always, I do hope you guys have a good day and a happy life, and I hope you keep that smile bright and big on your face. Bye for now.